Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this one is the last of the series for the individual swing states. This is part 17. And I just did New York and Illinois for fun because, whatever, right? They're technically close. I suppose Illinois not so much, but I just wanted to mathematically check what would it take for the state to flip. Alright, Pennsylvania, Trump +2. That's what the polling says at the moment, and when it comes to a 5-way race, it actually expands the lead for Trump. So, Biden supposedly won the state by 1 point last time around. I still don't believe that, by the way. Real Clear is accurate in terms of the margin of victory for Biden. The other ones overestimate Biden, of course. In terms of anything else that we need to discuss, we have only the Libertarians on the ballot, so this is a state that kicks out lesser parties. Libertarians got 1.15% of the vote. It would still not be enough to win, and I'm just going to check this out real quick. Mathematics, so I have a calculator up. 674 plus 79780, that is 3,477,054. So we subtract Biden. Without the Libertarians, Biden would have won the state by 1,175 votes. Very narrow. Pennsylvania cast 6.9 million. Nice. 740,000 were cast in Philadelphia. Another 700 cast in Allegheny. They have Montgomery, Bucks, Delaware, Chester, Lancaster, York, Berks, Westmoreland, above 200,000. Funny thing about this, any county that has less than 75,000 voters in it all went to Donald Trump. So you can see another urban-rural divide. So I'm going to split that up because I want to do that for the next one as well. So here's the shuffler once again. How easy is it to get on the ballot in Pennsylvania? I can already hear you thinking. You just need 5,000 signatures, according to the Secretary of State, by August 1st. That's all you need. I don't think I changed anything, save for good measure. So, election model. The entirety of the state, Pennsylvania, I think there's going to be about a 13% increase, based on the last model. So Donald Trump needs to find 93,000 votes to win. That's all he needs. So let's go. So I need to remember 13. So first thing we need to do. Let's start with Greater Pittsburgh. So that would be Allegheny. That would be Washington, Beaver, Butler, Armstrong, Westmoreland, and Fayette. Trump won the region by 2 points. He needs to win it by 5. And they are almost there. Another region that's very important for Donald Trump. Yes, the entire state, but would be the Philadelphia Metro, so Delaware Valley, technically speaking. Philadelphia, Delaware, Chester, Montgomery, Bucks. Biden won by 30. The only thing Trump needs to do is not get killed. About a 30-point loss in the region would be sufficient to carry the state. So here you go. This region goes to the right by 3. This region goes to the right by also 3. That's the only thing you need to do in order to win the state. Hang on. Go back to Pennsylvania. Reset the state. So, next up. Remember those counties that I copied? Here we go. So, every county that has less than 100,000 voters. Here we go. We're selecting everything, increasing turnout by 13 points. And now we're doing this again. So, Philadelphia, Allegheny, we have Montgomery right here. We have Bucks, Delaware, Chester. Now we have Lancaster, which should be around here. Lancaster. We have York. We have Berks. Westmoreland. We have Lehigh. Northampton. We have Luzerne. We have Dauphin. Cumberland, which should be around here-ish. No. Cumberland, there you go. Erie. Washington. And the last two ones are Lackawanna and Butler. Every other county is less than 100,000 voters. If Trump wins this by 40 points, he wins the state. So all he needs to do, focus on the rural areas and Trump wins the state. It's essentially what you need to do. Now, another thing that you can do is first we increase this again. So that is the individual, the rural county counting. What else can you do as part of the Trump strategy to win? Well, you have the Amish, which are located Lancaster, Berks, York, Adams, Cumberland, Perry, and Franklin. You already win these counties. However, what the Republican Party is doing right now is they're trying to register the Amish to vote. Expect a 10-point shift towards the Republicans in these 7 counties, and he wins the state. Just by that. Another thing that you can do would be Southern Alleghenies. So that would be here. Somerset, Cambria, Blair, Huntingdon, Fulton, and Bedford. This is already a very Republican area. You can try to put up the margins. So what the focus for the Republican Party should be, focus on the Amish, right here. Focus on Pittsburgh, in the surrounding areas. And see if you can get Bucks to flip. Maybe you can go and see if you can get the Lehigh Valley. Maybe you can get Lake Erie back. That's basically what you gotta focus on. Center, you're not gonna flip it. This is College Town, you're not gonna flip it. Dauphin, Harrisburg, you're not gonna flip it. Allegheny, not, but you can get it within 20 points. That would be really good. Philadelphia, that's where you gotta focus on. If you can get Philadelphia, so we're doing reset the state. We're doing the 13 increase again. Let's say Philadelphia. How about you try to get it within 50 points? So 13 points to the right. There you go, you win the state. That's all you need to do. Philadelphia, try and improve as much as possible, or try to get as many people to not vote Biden, because a vote not Biden is a vote for Trump, basically. That's what you should focus on. There are plenty of paths to victory in the state of Pennsylvania. However, again, this is not the pivot. The pivot for the election is Michigan or Minnesota. One of the two. Pennsylvania is probably going to vote to the right of those two states. As is Wisconsin. I think Minnesota is the pivot of the election, or Michigan, one of those two. And what that means for the Electoral College is basically Trump a guaranteed victory. Yeah, there's not a lot to talk about regarding Pennsylvania, because basically there are plenty of paths to victory for Donald Trump. The automatic voter registration for Pennsylvania, what Josh Shapiro tried to do, is definitely not working in his favor, which is funny. Because apparently, in these day and age, low propensity voters vote for Trump. So, that's the entire series. Thank you kindly for watching. I'll see what the microphone quality has got to do for this kind of stuff. And then we have the documentary that I'm going to be working on for this week. Because finally the microphone is in, so I'm just going to do audio work. Try my hand at video editing, and then we'll leave it at that. Thank you kindly for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.